Welcome back, YouTubers. I'm actually going to be doing a different review than normal. I'm going to review Halloween, but the first one from 1978, as well as the remake that Rob Zombie did in 2007. I know these movies are completely different, but essentially they're the same movie. They're the same script, just directed in a different way and edited in a different way. The 78 movie is a great slasher flick. It's the quintessential slasher flick. It doesn't have a lot to it. It's kill, die, stalk, kill, die, stalk. It was directed by John Carpenter, and it starred a very young Jamie Lee Curtis. She was pretty much the star besides Michael Meyers, who you never actually really meet except once at the beginning of the movie, and he's like a wee little kid in a clown suit, which adds to the creepiness because clowns are creepy. The movie pretty much just follows that little 30-second bit at the beginning of little Michael Meyers, and then he escapes and he stalks Jamie Lee Curtis, and all her friends die in the process because they have sex. And in a slasher film, the rules are if you have sex, you die. So they may not apply to if you have sex and you're married, because that usually is not covered in a slasher flick. But all her friends have sex and they die. She does not die. And the little kids she's babysitting do not die. They run off to a neighbor's house and are safe. Michael Myers supposedly is shot and killed at the end, but is he dead? The 2007 version was directed by Rob Zombie and takes a more in-depth look at Michael Myers' life, why he ended up killing his family members. In the first original movie from 78, you actually know that he kills the sister, the older sister. However, in the new movie, you actually learn that he kills the older sister, her boyfriend, and then his mother's boyfriend. And the only one that survives in the house is the baby sister. And Mom comes home, finds him on the porch, covered in blood with the baby sister. After he's institutionalized, because they can't put a little kid in jail, they show what happens to the family. Mom goes to visit, but she ends up blowing her brains out, and the baby gets placed wherever. Then when it flashes forward, it shows the daughter. She's all grown up now. The little baby's no longer a baby. And she's with all her friends, and it's getting close to Halloween, and so on and so forth. After that, it kind of pretty much follows the same thing, except in the first one, you do not know that Jamie Lee Curtis is related to Michael Myers, whereas in the second remake that Zombie did, you actually know from pretty much the beginning that the girl is the baby. Now, pretty much after that, it's all the same. He stalks, he kills, he wants to be friends again. The only difference is in the first one, you know him as a killer, and you're not really related to him. I mean, you don't have any connection with him. In Rob Zombie's, you do, because he's a little boy, and all he wants is hugged, and that's all you want to do, even when he's a big monster killing people. You just think maybe if you gave him a hug, everything would be better. And Rob Zombie has a great way of making me sympathize with the bad guys, so I give it a thumbs up, both of them. One's a great slasher flick, and the other one's a great horror flick with a great backstory. Independently, they're great movies. As a remake, they are not the same. So, they both get thumbs up. I recommend watching both of them. So, if you have anything to add, go ahead and comment below, rate, subscribe. This way.